Okay. I'm hoping my questions are going to be as clear as your answer. So I'm taking it that will be the case.
I appreciate the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, Jim, with regards to the Ultimate Brain Book.
You bet.
What I found extremely interesting about the book was it is a complex, almost a mind map in its own right that you've worked from. Explain that a little bit. Why do I see the mind mapping directly with regards to what you've created?
Oh, great question. I appreciate you asking this. The reason I use a mind map is that our brains are naturally designed to work visually. So if we work in text and the spoken word, those are actually two of the least effective ways of handling information in our brain. So working visually, using an approach, a tool like a mind map, significantly increases the amount of information that we can handle in the brain. What I mean by handle is make sense of. So we can sort and understand a lot more information in a lot less time with better understanding using a visual medium like a mind map. So that's why I use a mind map. And then because a mind map lets you get all of the information you want to work with on one page, it's really easy for people who are going to use it to pick a branch or see how the pieces are related and get great value out of it right away.
Great stuff. I'm going to ask you if you would please just state how people can find more information on mind mapping as we discuss the Ultimate Brain Book, because I think it's going to be critical for those who have not been introduced to mind mapping and how amazingly it can affect their organizational skills, their memory skills, etc. How can they find more about mind mapping?
Yeah, there are a couple of things I would suggest. So one is, if people just want a very short introduction to mind mapping, I invite them to go to our Ultimate Brain Book website, which is ultimatebrainbook.com, and to go to the free downloads page. And on that page, they'll see a link to a 4.5-minute video by Tony Buzan, who's the more recent acknowledged father of mind mapping, although mind mapping actually goes back to Leonardo da Vinci and even before his time. But someone looking for a short introduction, ultimatebrainbook.com, click on free downloads and click on the link to Tony Buzan to see the video on mapping, how it works, why it's so much better than traditional notes. If someone wants a lot more information than that, then they can always go to our separate site on Muckle Mapping, which is a tool that helps people to use mind mapping and to learn it very, very quickly. So Muckle Mapping, M-U-C-K-L-E, mapping.com.
Great. Okay, let's get back to the Ultimate Mind Map. Ultimate Brain Book. Tell me a little more about why will this be as interesting to a grade 5 student as it will to a 50-year-old man or woman?
Another great question, because it's all about results. It's all about people being able to look for information that is of use to them, that they can then use to help them learn better, live better, sleep better, eat better, get better marks at school, have better relationships, lead and manage better in their workplaces, and so on. So the content of the Ultimate Brain Book is designed for that full range of audiences. There's pretty much for any of the 35 subjects where young people might be interested, there is information included that is designed for the younger set. So there are websites online that have materials, that have articles, videos that are of interest to young people, and those are included along with the materials that will be of interest to people of all ages. So if you want to learn something about your memory, you click on the memory link, and if you're a grade 5 student, there's memory information there from Kids' site. I think the site is named, the one I'm thinking of is kidshealth.org. And if you're older and you have an interest in learning more about the brain, then lots of other choices for articles, videos, and books and other learning resources on that memory page, and so on for the other 34, total of 35 pages.
This is great, and you know, I have 100 more questions, and maybe we can do this at some point. But maybe you could just let your audience know again how they can find the Ultimate Brain Book online and start benefiting from this great site.
Great. I invite them to go to ultimatebrainbook.com, and on the main page there's a video that people can watch as an introduction to the Ultimate Brain Book. Tells them how it works, what it's about, why they might be interested. So that video on the main page of ultimatebrainbook.com is a great place to start, and everything else is linked to that. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jim. I enjoyed this very much, and maybe we can do this more at a later date.
My pleasure. Thank you.